I'm down to get started, man.
Yeah,
I'm kicking it off. Holy shit, Scuzzy, you're 39-8 on this account.
In customs.
In customs, okay. I
think I was playing teams on this or something. I don't remember.
Yeah.
This is actually not the account I've been on that much.
Yeah, for sure.
I use more Z's.
Okay, right. You've been doing some Zerg off race. I saw you on the Scuzz.
I have been. I've been just recently starting to play a lot of Zerg.
Yeah.
Scuzzy.
Okay.
I'm Scuzzy as Protoss, and then I have a Tuzzy for Terran and a Zuzzy.
Word.
You know, I stay organized.
So Neblime just asked, where is Georgia? Which is interesting. Where's Neblime from? Do you know?
Okay, Neblime. I should talk about him before there's too much going on in the game. Neblime is my vote for most improved.
Okay.
At least for our team, if not in the entire CPL.
Okay, cool.
When it first started, him and I were playing together a lot, and it was fairly one-sided in my favor. And when we play now, we have very even games, and
nice.
And he's at a comfortable at least 50% with me.
That's cool.
For sure. Yeah, he's gotten so much better. He's so good at taking advice. And we have so much we have some really solid Terran knowledge going on.
Fantastic.
On our team, getting passed down. So
that's cool. I'm glad that you bring that up because that's
and Australia. That was the question that you actually asked me.
Right.
He's from Australia.
Okay.
Kanzaki at the moment is in Korea.
Right. So,
I believe he is from Korea. I know he's living there now.
Yep, that's true. He's actually posted some cool pictures of being at events and things. And
oh, really? I missed some of that.
Yeah,
but
I think he's met a few pros. If he's in the chat, he could be sure to chime in. But
I would imagine then that for Neblime, this is an above average quality of connection for his CPL experience.
Yeah. Oh,
I'd like to think.
Dude, message history in the replay doesn't show me their chat messages for some reason.
No, it just shows your
my chat.
So and so has left a game.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, but I'm glad that you mentioned that about improvement because that's really what's at the core of the CPL. Now we get to that playoff, the playoff setting where we're gonna get to see some coaches making decisions. I think this guy, more surgical, he's got that CVT, he's done really well lately, et cetera, and some more intelligent kind of matchup focused and improvement focused rosters. So shout outs to Neblime, man. It's looking good. What do we have going on here? Hatch.
He was gonna take his gas, but now he's gonna do 3 hatch, I guess, but that would have been a really late gas. Oh.
Yeah.
That's what you're asking me about. Okay, yeah.
Well, hatch down there at the other natural, which is a little unorthodox, right? You usually see that.
That feels like a Ling flood to me. Taking that quickly, right?
I think you're right because
you're not going to look for it quite yet as Terran, and because you don't really care that much if it's there,
right?
At this point in the game, I feel like.
I don't know,
but he saw the no gas, so he knows something's going on.
I think so. Right.
Zerg's really easy to scout in this matchup, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure.
It's 2 hatches or it's 3,
Way too many Lings out here for a lair-focused build here. So this is a lot of Lings coming out already for Ranko. And Terran's doing the right things with the good SimCity, that bunker placement, adding to the SimCity next to that, that hex next to the CC, It's going to cover wraparounds and things like that. So this is going to repel Ranko for the moment and sort of quell this incoming Zergling attack here.
Yeah, we've got drones in these eggs.
Now drones in the eggs and the lair.
I was wrong.
That's funny that, Ranko did get to see a little bit of a Terran's off-racing a Zerg, because often Zergs forget about how good Zerglings are early on. And pool-first builds are out of fashion a little bit. But they can be so good when you catch a Terran doing something like 14cc or just a sloppy 1-Rax expand,
Look at this Carapace, though.
Ooh, indeed.
Carapace and ground Carapace and a second gas right now.
this is definitely a little bit unorthodox. Like, this is a different approach to it. You usually
Is
don't
that a
see
lurker
Evo
thing?
until high.
Is there some critical upgrade with +1 armor and lurkers and marines or something?
I mean, yeah, you go Carapace first traditionally, but
I mean, does it reduce the number of shots at like
it
by
helps you
one
burrow
or something?
lurkers.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Usually there's this window where you move forward with your lurkers, but you live long enough to get them burrowed, and then that sort of resets the tactics there. We're gonna get to see what's gonna happen here. This scouting SCV, I still think Neblime's in the dark in general. He has not uncovered the fog at all to the south area at all, but he's thinking a 2-hatch build here. In fact, using his NG at the front to add to his Sim City, which would be a good idea under a 3-hatch build. We're gonna get to see what Ranko does next, because now it's Spire.
And I wasn't paying close enough attention, but I think he got a second Rex before he got his academy, didn't he?
I did see 2 earlier. Yep.
I'm pretty sure he did. Okay, but he got the +1 at the normal timing that you would for a 5 Rex.
Yeah, and those Zerglings trying to sort of find their way in. It's a little bit of like a pressure, a little bit of a fact-finding mission maybe, but nothing happening at the Terran front.
Yeah.
And now Neblime's scanning all over, like scanning the corners to typically right now you want to scan and see.
So he's got the natural. I switched to his vision. Oh, and he saw. Okay, yeah, he saw. Right?
Neblime?
Yeah, he scanned.
Okay, he did see.
I switched to his vision when his scanner's finished.
Okay, gotcha. That's cool. I hope that this doesn't come back to bite him, because I think even 3 sunks is good there. Is he weak at the front though? Because Bio's already here knocking on the front door, and this could be really bad. Enough there that a stim is going to kill this, and there's a medic and there's a fire bat. This is not enough at the front for him, and mutas aren't done yet. Mutas are in those eggs.
Oh, they're half. They didn't all spawn at the same time.
Not all the same
this is gonna be hard.
He does not have it, and
he's gonna go for this fire.
Is under attack. This is breaking my little Zergy heart right now. Terran with the surgical just getting right in there. Wow, that's. This is just so indicative of a Zerg being caught out trying to defend in too many spots, because, he's got these 3 sunks down here that's drones and minerals that didn't accumulate to anything, and yet his natural turned out to be the weak spot, the weakest link, Yeah.
I thought when I saw a third, or not a third hatchery, but a third in another base, I thought it had to be something early focused. Because like you said, it's the timings are already so tight. If you just turtle on 2 bases with 3 hatches or 2 hatches, you're just squeezing out sunks. That it's.
Oh god, this is so painful
It's
to
a
even
little
look
greedy.
at. Making these drones have to chill. That's just, to all Terrans out there. That was 1 control group and a half maybe of bio, and that just totally ruined Ranko's day. We see the supply disparity here already. So
and look at Neblime's instincts. Seeing as little there as he did, he was ready for a counterattack that whole time. He set his rallies to the top of his ramp.
Nice.
He thinks something's going on, but he doesn't know what it is yet. Let me see if he's found. Yeah, he just scanned the bottom left.
In the
main.
bottom area. Okay.
Just did that. He has never had vision of where the third is.
Yeah, so that would set off alarm bells, right? Some kind of 2-hatch play, or maybe there's a drop or something that's been loaded up. He floated the factory to that sneaky spot just to double check.
Well, what's setting off alarms that he's still in the game, I think.
Indeed.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would have GG'd, but it is a league match. It's a playoff
Well,
match.
I mean, he should still be in the game.
Right.
He's on 2 bases still.
Yeah.
He's at a fairly normal place to be. He's just spread out really awkwardly, and he doesn't have enough
Ranko.
mutas.
Yeah.
He doesn't have enough mutas to defend without sunks comboed with them.
Awesome. Dude, Neokin with the host.
Nio.
Awesome. That's awesome, dude. A really fantastic Terran player. Thanks for the host, man. Appreciate it. We're getting to see some Coach Pupil League action, Brood War at all levels. You know what I'm saying? If you're just if you're just checking out StarCraft, maybe you've been hyped about the KSL, or you know, you're a StarCraft 2 player looking at a Brood War, like, you know, there's leagues, there's a lot of resources for all levels of play, practice partners out there. We got a Discord, you know. If you like drama, we got drama, you know, like, come on down to Brood War land. It's really fun. So
what a great day for StarCraft this has been too.
yeah.
Imagine how tired Artosis must be.
Dude, oh.
You know, he was streaming media practice.
Really?
When we were getting ready and stuff. Yeah.
Oh geez, he must be really tired.
Somebody posted it. He's done like 18 hours of StarCraft in the past 2 days or something like that.
What an absolute legend, man. What a legend. What a prize here. So these mutas, there's just not enough in the clump to even do anything, really. He can't micro. Even perfect micro is not going to solve the problem here. So just straightforward here for Neblime. Just he's really just bopping them pretty good right now. I mean,
Ranko, though, with the heart of a champion.
Heart of the champion, the heart of a...
Look at that. He can buy
fantasy.
Almost time for that sunken to finish.
And that's it. Okay.
And the GG.
So, GG, our first match in favor of those bastards on Scientology Vessel. You bastards. Let's update the scoreboard here. So, I'm just going to put... Right now, it's 0-1 for Scientology Vessel. So, yeah, man. A good game there. I was curious to see a little bit about what the off-racing could do. You know, if Ranko had something up his sleeve, maybe. He opted to play Zerg there, doing something a little bit different. But, you know, often at lower levels, just because you're doing something off-meta or a little bit different, if you still have good execution, it's just fine, right? But... Neblime with that slick 255 in an 11-minute game, 8 p.m. So very well played. Good shit. Good shit. That makes up our first